uh, we was wrestling here for. I was Dwayne Bruce, and Del Vizi was wrestled for Jody too. Actually, Bruce Hart called us and wanted a Southern Redneck team. Well, my mom was affiliated with the police, so that's where we everything was real. I mean, you couldn't do that now, but everything was real. The badges, everything. They told us where to go to get the badges and shirts, and then we had the gimmick made up, and we drove. They said, "Well, we're gonna send you an airline ticket," but we heard what was going on in the vans and stuff, so we necessarily didn't want to be involved with that. So we drove from Atlanta, Georgia, to Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Holy
Uh,
Toledo.
yeah, well, they say people pay their dues. I'm gonna tell you, I'm one that has. So, to hell with everybody else that say they didn't. But anyway, uh, went there, and Bruce Hart got his jaw broken by Davy Boy on the road. So we're dealing with Stu, right? So we go have one match, say blah blah blah, we went over whatever, and then went out, had another match, and they put the title belts on us, and went back to talk to Stu because that's the only one that had to talk to. He goes, "Well, it's not what you make; it's what you save." I was like, "Shit, we gonna be broke in a week." Because we went by, they didn't have our paperwork at the Canadian border. So we sat there for like 4 hours going, holy shit, Anyway, that's what everybody would be saying, right? Especially if they drove from Atlanta to Calgary. Uh, so we eventually got through, went by to see the dump they were going to have us in, and checked out gas, checked out everything because everything is all involved, right? So we did that, and Stu told us it's not what you make, it's what you save, and they promised this much American, and then he said this much Canadian, which is by then it was like half or whatever. So we said, damn. So we gave him the belts. We're supposed to be going to Edmonton. We went to Montana. So we called Stu from Montana and said, "Hey, we're not going to make it. Sorry, we apologize, but we're going to be broke." And so I went. We drove back. We drove up there, had two matches, and drove back in a week.
Wow.
So let everybody say they paid their dues. Shit. But anyway, that's just me. I mean, that's hard headed for me. That's just the way I was, the way I still am. But yeah, that's how we got started. That's how the state patrol got started. We started using it at WCW, and it took off.